Today we're at a location that typically I would say is pretty boring. This is the kind of spot where it would take me like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, even like an hour just to find something interesting enough to paint. But we're not going to let that get in our way this time. I have an idea, and I think if we play it smart, it can work out pretty good. So yeah, let's get painting. Okay, so the plan is to turn this into sort of alien landscape. That's the idea. I don't exactly know what colors I think would be most fitting. There's a lot of different things we can go with. We could go with like a purple sky and like red leaves. I feel like that would be actually not too bad. I'm kind of leaning yellow sky and blue foliage. Man, it's tough. I actually got this from the spark of this idea came from a Danny Sabra video. It was actually just an old sketchbook tour. I don't know if he actually finished this painting, but in the painting he had, or in the sketchbook I should say, he had one particular painting that was really like, I don't know, it was just shocking kind of. So I'm editing this video and I just realized that didn't quite sound as complimentary as I thought it sounded when I said it. But what I meant is that whoever I see a lot of paintings in my day. And so sometimes they just like blur past me. I don't really like remember them or anything like that. But this particular painting, I've literally been thinking about like since I saw it. I've been thinking about it since then. And it's just such like an interesting, I don't know, it's just so interesting to me. I just wanted to make sure it was clear that I meant shocking in a good way. That's what I meant. All right, back to the video. Maybe I'll show you guys a photo, or I'll link to his video as well. But I think he had like neon green as a sky and blue for the leaves. I think that was what he did. But I think I want to do something different, maybe. So I'll sit here for another 10 minutes to try to find out. I'll just go back and forth until I choose one, I guess. But honestly, like, it's mad nice here. It's really nice. So, to be honest, I'm being super indecisive. Like, the two options are like, one, I want to do like either burgundy reddish trees and like a yellowish sky. I feel like that one, I say makes sense even though they're both like fully fictional. The second one, I feel like it'd be more cute for the thumbnail, or like, you know what I mean? I feel like it'd do better if I had like a bright neon green land, and I just feel like that would do better for a thumbnail. But I feel more convicted for the red one, so I guess that's what we're going with. Or is it? I guess you guys will see.
You guys will find out.
So I'm starting to have a little bit of doubt. Honestly, it feels like sometimes, well, I guess it feels like even with this kind of gimmick, this whole like alien thing, I feel like I might have picked the wrong subject. I feel like it's still kind of boring in a way, even with like this whole like bright color thing and changing everything up. I feel like compositionally it's not really giving a whole lot of like thought beyond, oh wow, the green's now red. Like, oh wow, now like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like maybe I should have picked a better composition. That being said, I I'm already committed. So we're gonna finish this out, and I think we can fix it. I think there's a good chance we can fix it. But I just wanted to voice that because that's a real thought that I'm having. But we're gonna push through. I'm having some issues trying to get opacity over top of this black paint with this yellow. I probably should have expected that, but yeah, it's kind of coming in. The paint is still peeking through. Yeah, do you see that right there? We got to be careful with not reactivating the layers now. Okay. We got to be careful with that area. A second ago, I literally just like sunk into the floor or to the ground, and I broke my. We broke our chair. I think we can still make it work. Maybe I can fix it, but I think this one's probably a lost cause. We'll see if it lasts for the rest of the day, though. This video is brought to you by my Ko-Fi. That's basically where I have free references. I have free references, free informationals. My book is there. So if you want to support me, that's probably the best way. And yeah, help me get a new seat. So yeah, thank you. Back to the video. While I'm letting this paint dry, I kind of had this thought that I wonder if I could hurdle, or I guess long jump this gap. I wonder if I could long jump this gap and like not get hurt. Oh my goodness. That is not easy in boots. That is not easy in boots. Also, while we're waiting for the paint to dry, this kind of inspired me to go with the reddish brown foliage. Because it looks very alien, it looks very like unnatural, but it's very pretty. So aside from just the overall like technical issues, I feel like this painting is missing a big sticking point. And this is something that I've thought about. So the plan, I think, is to imagine that our friendly alien planet is orbiting another planet. And I think that's going to give us some other point of interest. So let's see if we can place that in. What if we do it like this? I mean, this is kind of classic. Well, I guess we can still do it though. Put it right here in the corner. And then we'll add the rings. And I found out that Saturn is not necessarily special in its rings. And that Saturn is like one of many planets that have rings. I mean, I knew that, but even I believe there was a stage where our Earth had rings as well. But I believe they like fell into the Earth and kind of just became a part of Earth. But I think if we can do that, and if we can do it right, I think it'll really be, I think it'll add some more interest to the painting overall. I suppose that it could be because of the humidity, but I'm having a hard time with the paint sticking to the page. Like, it doesn't seem to be holding on as well. So I think I'll probably touch up some of these last spots and then head home and give the whole thing a final touch once I get home. Okay, so here's the final painting. And actually, I'm pretty happy with how it turned out. I came into this painting with like pretty much no expectations or like a way I was going to go about it, or even you guys saw me struggling with the color palette. I originally came into this painting with like a different, or to the location with a different idea. But when I got there, like, looking back, it wasn't super boring, but when I got there, it was just like, man, what am I looking at? Like, because this is like you know those parks, it's like a manufactured park where there's just like a big open field and then they just like line it with trees. So it's like you're not really getting like a lot of depth. Everything is either right in front of you or like behind you. I don't know how to explain it, but there was like nothing going on. But looking back, it wasn't so bad at the pictures and stuff. But yeah, I really liked the way that this ended up turning out. I think if I were to do this again, which honestly, I think I might do this again with a different color palette and try to like maybe imagine a different planet. But if I were to do it again, I think it would be smart to come into it with a color palette. I also think it would be smart to maybe invest more time in finding something that's cool regardless of where it's at. Like this ended up being a cool painting, but I think had the subject been like a little more thought out, we could have had an even really cooler painting. So yeah, let me know what you guys think about this painting, and you guys can subscribe, leave a like. That's always appreciated. And yeah, check out my Ko-Fi. My chair really did break. Like, it just crumbled under me. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm jacked out of my mind. Just kidding. But yeah, I appreciate you guys. those of you guys that have watched this far, thank you. See you guys. Bye.